I wasn't allowed to see my own kids, not because I did anything wrong, but because she knew how to twist the system. Every day felt like losing a piece of myself. So one night, sitting alone in a quiet apartment, I found the smallest, pettiest way to take something back. And she had no idea it was happening. If you've ever been pushed to your breaking point and wished for just a little bit of control back, hit like, subscribe, and listen closely, because sometimes the smallest revenge feels the most satisfying. Divorce doesn't happen all at once. It breaks you slowly. For me, it started with silence. The kind of silence that fills a house after laughter disappears. Toys still in the corner. Tiny shoes by the door. But no voices. No chaos. No life. My name's Ryan. I'm 38, and until a year ago, I thought I had a normal life. A wife, 2 kids, a home that felt complete. Then everything fell apart. The arguments started small. Stress. Misunderstandings. But over time, they turned sharp, personal, calculated. My wife, Claire, changed in a way I didn't recognize anymore. Conversations weren't conversations. They were battles. Every word I said felt like it was being recorded, stored, and later used against me. And then came the custody battle. If you've never been through one, it's not just legal, it's emotional warfare. You're not just fighting for time. You're fighting for your identity as a parent. The worst part? I didn't get to see my kids. Weeks turned into months. Birthdays missed. School stories I never got to hear. Bedtime hugs that just stopped existing. And while I was dealing with that, Claire was doing something else. She was attacking me publicly. Social media posts. Subtle at first, then not so subtle. Comments that painted me as absent, as careless, as someone who didn't deserve to be a father. I remember one night, staring at my phone, reading another post she'd made. My chest felt tight. My hands clenched without me realizing. I wanted to respond. I wanted to defend myself. But my lawyer had already warned me, don't react. That's what she wants. So I stayed quiet. But inside, I was boiling. There's a certain kind of helplessness that comes when you know you're right, but you're forced to stay silent. And that's when something unexpected happened. One evening, I logged into my Netflix account. It was still the same account we use as a family. Same profiles. Same recommendations. I hadn't changed the password because my kids still used it. I clicked on Claire's profile without really thinking. And I saw it. A show she was watching. The progress bar. Halfway through an episode. Something about that red line just triggered something in me. I stared at it for a few seconds longer than I should have. Then, almost without thinking, I clicked forward, all the way to the end. The episode finished. Automatically, the next episode started. I hovered over the timeline, then moved it back to the exact same position it was before. I leaned back in my chair. At first, I felt nothing. Then a small smile. It was ridiculous. Petty. Meaningless. But for the first time in weeks, I felt in control of something. The next day, I checked again. The episode had been finished, and she had started the next one. I could almost picture it. Her sitting there, confused, maybe thinking she forgot where she left off, maybe assuming she accidentally skipped ahead. I did it again, and again. Days turned into a strange routine. Every time she crossed a line, every time I saw another post, another comment, another jab, I didn't respond. I just logged in, clicked forward, reset the episode. Quiet, invisible, untouchable. It became my release. Not loud revenge, not destructive, just enough to remind myself I wasn't completely powerless. Meanwhile, the custody case moved forward. Meetings, documents, statements. My lawyer remained confident. "You've got a strong case," he kept saying. But confidence doesn't replace presence. I still miss my kids. Every single day. And every night, the apartment felt colder. Sometimes I'd sit there, staring at the screen, watching the progress bar of her show, thinking about how strange it was that something so small could bring me even a little bit of relief. Then one evening, something changed. I logged in, expecting the usual pattern. But the episodes were out of order. She had watched ahead. skip back, started over. It was chaos. And I realized she was trying to figure it out. I could almost hear her frustration, the confusion, the irritation. And for the first time, I laughed. Not loudly, not bitterly. Just a quiet, tired laugh. Because for once, she didn't have control. It wasn't dramatic. No confrontation. No messages. No shouting. Just her, sitting somewhere, watching the same episodes twice, maybe 3 times, try to understand why nothing made sense. And me, sitting miles away, finally feeling like I wasn't completely invisible in my own story. That I still existed. That I still mattered. Was it petty? Absolutely. Did it change the outcome of the custody battle? No. But sometimes revenge isn't about winning. Sometimes it's about surviving. About finding small ways to hold on to your sanity when everything else is being taken from you. And in a strange way, those tiny moments helped me get through one of the hardest chapters of my life. If you've ever gone through something like this, or found your own small way to take control back, let me know in the comments. And if this story hit you even a little, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around for more stories where karma doesn't shout, it whispers.